they scream. And so does Sergey Lazarev from Russia. He is back after winning the televote in 2016 and then finishing third overall. Can he go two better? Should we talk about it? Let's do this! You better work your heritage. In any case, Sergey Lazarev is back. It's very brave to come back after coming so close, because you could say you're more likely to go down than to go up, but he believes in his song, he believes in whatever staging he's keeping behind closed doors, and soon we will know. In any case, right now what we have is a studio version. I think the lyrics are actually quite poetic in a weird way. He says, tears are not quiet things, they scream. You know, tears are not always seen. Sometimes you're crying inside. Tears, of course, run clear, and yet they can scream. It's a very powerful idea. This is about childhood fears that linger with you as you become an adult. He, of course, is a father now, so I think he wants to send this message to his child about the evolution, carrying those fears with you, but learning to overcome them. There's a lot here. What I'm trying to say, in a long-winded way, is this is a story, and stories are told on stage, musical theater. I don't download the soundtrack to Broadway shows, but will I go to a Broadway show? Amen, hallelujah. Okay, I'm defying gravity, all right? I'm gonna love that, but I'm not gonna listen to it on my iPhone. So that's why this is a bit of a tricky one for me, because we're evaluating a song without the stage performance, and I think in this instance, more than any other, you need the stage performance. In any case, let's start with Chris.
Yeah, I mean, we say it's risky coming back to Eurovision, and sometimes it works out. You know, Dima Bilan obviously is the main example of that. You know, he came back 2 years later and then won, and, you know, Sergey, you know, it's 3 years, but there's, you know, it's still pretty close. You look at people like Polly Janova as well, and, you know, sometimes it does really work out, but usually they come with a better song. And this is not a better song. At the end of the day, Scream is not, it's very different, but I think that a lot of people who will be watching will remember Sergey, and they will remember, you know, what You Are the Only One was like on stage. And I think that they are going to immediately compare this to that. And I think it's going to be dependent on just how amazing the staging is for this song, because I think that as it is, it's not doing anything for me, and it's underwhelming. At the end of the day, like, taking it from all the hype that was being built up around his return to begin with, and when it initially came out, do I like the song more now? Maybe a little, but not much. It's not grown on me at all, and it's just a little bit of a downer, because I genuinely thought that I thought Russia were going to win, and there have been songs that have come along now which are better songs, and I think should deserve to do better than this. And I don't think that necessarily the staging should save it.
It's funny you say that. You go that, oh, you know, when you compare it to You Are the Only One. And I think that's exactly the reason why Sergey did not want to come up with You're the Only One 2.0, because, you know, you don't need that comparison. You want your fans to kind of take you in with fresh ears and to be taken by surprise that you can do something else. In a recent WIWIbloggs interview, which was conducted by Sinan Sadullah in Germany, he says just that. You know, this is about pushing himself also as an artist. In terms of Scream not being a song that you don't particularly, you know, like, or you don't think is fitting as an audio track, well, many will disagree with you. Within 24 hours of release, this was like #1 in so many countries, and even topping in the top 20 in countries as far as Israel, I think, was one, and, you know, Georgia, and like really interesting music markets that he didn't even conquer with his previous track.
12 points from Latvia is just as good as 12 points from the UK.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And I think that you have to look at how he is maintaining those fans who love You Are the Only One and gaining new ones with Scream. And I think that that's very respectable. Will he win Eurovision 2019? You know what? At the moment, we've only heard audio snippets of all the songs, and he's still in the top field with the audio snippet. We haven't seen...
How big is that field?
What do you mean, how big is that field?
In terms of your rankings, where would you put this in the top 10, top 20, top 5?
It's comfortably top 10. Comfortably top 10. Can I just point out, You Are the Only One was also in comfortably top 10. It wasn't, I loved it more when I saw it and heard it and kind of put it all together. I think this is really respectable. Welcome back, Sergey. Like Dima Bilan, who we often compare him to, they were actually in the same heat together in 2008.
Yeah, let's keep it focused now.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, there's nothing more to add. I really like it. If I want to drop a score, it's an 8 from me. 8 out of 10.
It's a little early. We were supposed to have one more round.
Keep it focused, and then you're going like, okay, that's it. It's a good song. I like it. I listen to it often, and I'm excited about it. I'm excited to see what it would visually translate to. I love the poetic element as well.
Yes. I think this is a very unique entry. There's not anything like this at Eurovision in any given year ever. It's very unique. People who do musical theater tend to do it in a very more stereotypical way, like, oh, the sun will come out. This is not like that at all. I would say this is almost like dark yet hopeful and optimistic musical theater. There is a darkness here. He's talking about screaming, y'all. He's talking about tears screaming. That's a little scary, actually, if you really break it down. The video, it had a otherworldly quality. The moon.
Fable quality.
Yes, the moon was very prominent. The moon can mean so much. In Azerbaijani, it can mean Isel. It can, it can be. So there was a lot here to unpack. I'm just really curious to see what they do on stage. Whether he'll be alone, whether he'll have a beautiful mystery woman, whether the moon will be present. We just know this. He's working with the Dream Team, so there will be something big and something expensive.
Do you think Miss Russia might make a live appearance?
I don't think Miss Russia will be there, but maybe someone else will be there. Who knows? My score is a 7, and the reason that is lower than kind of, I don't know, what you would expect.
I think 7 is a decent score.
Yeah,
Still decent.
For a
7
studio
is a
cut.
decent, it's a decent score.
Because again, we've said it a million times. This is about the live performance. So rating this, it's actually incredibly irrelevant, actually. Other tracks, it's very similar, because what can they do? There's potential here. And we know that last time, they didn't just throw the sink, they threw the refrigerator, they threw the trash compactor, they threw the pantry, they threw the whole living room. So we'll see what happens in Tel Aviv.
I'm giving it a 6 because I think that the song is a 6 out of 10. Do I think that the staging is going to elevate that? Of course it will, because we know what Russia are going to. We don't know what they're going to bring exactly, but we know they're going to bring everything they can, because quite clearly Sergey would not come back unless he thought he could win Eurovision this time. That is the goal, to try and win Eurovision. But necessarily, that's just throwing things to try and make the song better. If the song was an amazing song anyway, and then you had amazing staging on top, it would be a clear home run. Even now, with extra staging, do I think this song is good enough to win Eurovision? No. And it's simple as that. I don't think that this song is a Eurovision winner. Will the staging make it that? Who knows?
Sinan Sadullah, Wiwi blogger, who interviewed Sergey backstage in Pforzheim, Germany recently, found out that Sergey is not going to any of the pre-parties, not even Moscow, according to that interview. And I think that's, again, because he knows that this song deserves staging, and he wants to keep the surprise. He wants you to linger, and I know y'all are going to linger because the thirst is real. In any case, we are not the only Wiwi bloggers. They are all over the world, everywhere from Moscow to Madrid, and the overall global average is... Well, there you go. And the story is to be written.
Yes, it definitely is, and we will see what happens in Tel Aviv.
Yeah,
I'm excited. I'm really excited. I mean, it's brought back that kind of Eurovision spark for me, and I know that there's more being written as we speak.
Yeah, it's actually really exciting. This is, of all the acts, this is the one with the big question mark over it. Because it could go so many directions. Because to be totally frank, it could slay, or the staging could be a disaster and then it's just game over.
Yeah.
So we just don't know what's going to happen. I think it'll be the former. I don't think it's going to be the latter.
Because let's be fair, I mean, Demi, we were looking forward to that, and it's a similar thing, and then the staging, that was a complete flop.
I love that. I mean,
did you really?
Yeah.
But they said that there were issues, and that's why it didn't work out. So maybe the original version would have been amazing, but there is the potential potential that what we're all getting hyped about again isn't going to come through, like with the song.
I strongly
could
suspect in 2017 the issues with the Ukrainian team and delegation was going through a lot that year with the broadcaster, the overhaul, the drama. Oh, there's a siren, y'all. Nah, nah, nah.
Siren song. Oh my God, we're talking about Ukraine. It's happening.
In any case, that's what we think. What do you think? What is your score out of 10? Do you think Sergey can win? What kind of staging would you like to see? Let us know here on WIWIBLOGGS.
Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell.
And you've got to check out wiwibloggs.com. There's actually an article which I'd written called 10 Facts About Sergey Lazarev. Check that out and check us out on Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube, Tumblr, Pinterest, Facebook.
And we'll see you later. Bye! До свидания!